joining us today on a beautiful day in Boiling Springs, which is part of Cumberland County, which is part of the 10th Congressional District. And thank you all for being here today. Today we're in honor of Earth Day, which is celebrated throughout this weekend. And Earth Day was established in 1970, which was a particularly good year for environmental causes. The Environmental Protection Agency was established in that same year, as well as the Clean Air Act. So 1970 was a great start for the environmental movement. And even though Earth Day started here in the U.S., it's now spread around the world and is celebrated around the world with a variety of activities. And as many of you know, it's designed to raise awareness of environmental problems. And increasingly, it's dedicated to saving our planet from pollution and especially from climate change. My name is George Scott, and I'm a Democratic candidate running in the 10th Congressional District. And that includes most of Cumberland County, which we're in now, as well as most of York County and all of Dauphin County. And I grew up on a farm not far from here in south central Pennsylvania, which growing up on a farm gives you a real appreciation of the importance of clean air and clean water. And that appreciation was deepened during my years of service in the United States Army. I spent 20 years as an officer, traveling not just around the United States, but also overseas. And I got to see what happens when governments don't act and when pollution is allowed to run rampant. And trust me, we are blessed here in the United States with what has been accomplished through the environmental movement, but we've still got a long way to go. Of course, for the last 9 years, I've been in ministry. That's also right here in south central Pennsylvania, and I'm currently a Lutheran pastor. And my faith teaches me that all of creation is good, and that our role is to be good stewards, to take care of the earth that we have. And what that means is that as good stewards, we don't consume unnecessarily and we don't destroy. Instead, we are very judicious in what we use and how we use it, and we try to maintain and encourage and grow, preserve and care for. We enable life and growth rather than working for death and destruction. And that really is one of the main reasons why I'm running. I want to make sure that our government is taking care of our environment, is promoting the kind of life, not just for this generation, but for future generations like my son Nick here, who is only 17 and has a full life ahead of him. And so we must take action now to fight climate change and to combat its devastating effects. Today we're blessed to have with us three very distinguished speakers. We have Ms. Char Magaro, who's the founder and director of the Pennsylvania Rainforest Action Committee and the Central Pennsylvania Earth Day Committee. We also have with us Jan Jarrett. Jan has spent 25 years working tirelessly on environmental issues. She is a known advocate for renewable energy, especially through the Pennsylvania Campaign for Clean, Affordable Energy. And finally, we have Dr. Donald Brown from Widener Law School. He is a scholar in residence for sustainability, ethics, and law. Dr. Brown directed the Pennsylvania Environmental Research Consortium, which is an organization that worked together for 56 universities here in Pennsylvania, as well as the Departments of Environmental Protection and the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. So I appreciate our three speakers being here today, and without any further ado, I will turn it over to them. Char, would you like to start us off?